On the Cenat. I'm gonna pull up
Talk
on
about
the
the Cenat
vids real
situation.
quick.
Basically, he's been called out for a bunch of
Get
things.
these
Now,
clips.
some of these things are complete bullshit that
Oh, we
we
got a
will
few
be
videos,
debunking,
though.
and some are legit things to criticize Kai
videos.
for. So the main serious accusation is of him not following through with his promise to build schools in Nigeria. Some other things are apparently he didn't donate to Mr. Beast's Team Water charity, so people are mad. He said he doesn't tip in DoorDash.
This though, I don't agree. Like, and the DoorDash thing I saw, I think I saw the DoorDash, but bro, it's just like optional, bro. You feel me? Like, I ain't forced to tip a DoorDasher, even though sometimes a nigga DoorDash, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what they saying though. Like, bro, you got some wealth that you could throw. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? People getting like you ordering $20 or $30 worth of food. People only getting like $2 or $3 out of that 30, ain't like the DoorDashers. I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? So if you throw a little 5, 2 more, you know what I'm saying, a little tip, it's valid. You get what I mean? It's valid, but like I said, it's optional. You ain't forced to, bro. You know what I mean? Same thing with the charity,
Delivery. He
and
also
the water
had a
thing.
gaming
Like, you
stream
ain't
planned
forced,
with
you know?
another popular streamer, Jinxie, and he sort of
That
abandoned and
Jinxie
sort of
thing
egoed
though,
him.
I ain't
He's
gonna
being
lie.
accused of
He
either
wrong.
viewbotting
He
or
wrong.
defending viewbotters, and also people are just a bit fed up of the sort of cringe super PR attitude. Right, so a bunch of videos are blowing up calling him out for this stuff. Only problem is some of these are made by fucking AI, dude. This channel is one of those half-assed AI slop channels with a bunch of like AI scripts and shit, and it turns out they do like zero research and get everything wrong, and the comment section seems to be oblivious to this fact.
I think
so
I
guess we
reacted
gotta
to one
expose
of
him
those.
and clear up some of the lies. So let's start with the school situation.
Yeah.
Basically, Kai said that he would be building a school in Nigeria, and then we got this YouTuber calling him a liar.
Bro, come on, bro. The ads is what be throwing me off, bro. Like, chat, I don't know what is that. It sounds horrible to play.
Building this new school.
Unless they sponsor me, then it's the best, bro. It's the best game out of like. Come on.
Nigeria has officially been stamped today,
Fortnite?
as in terms of like it's a
Call of
go-go.
Duty, bro?
So
But
this new school in
since they not
Makoko for the kids
sponsoring-
the kids that's living in Makoko in Nigeria. I started working on the school. Right now.
Starting it off as this gut wrenching.
Same thing with the school too. Like, it's not all based on him.
Deprivation, only to find nothing has moved
you know
forward.
what I'm
No
saying?
construction, no facilities.
You
Just a
can't
project
just-
bleeding money and on the verge of shutting down. For someone who branded himself as a savior, Kai's nowhere to be found when it's time to actually save anything.
I really wanted to see how the Nigerian people.
We don't know, man. We don't know the behind the
Like, heading to
scenes.
the West Slum in Lagos, a slum called Makoko. This place is intense. The smell, the heat, all the.
But yeah, that school thing, same thing, bro. It's like we don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know, like.
Sleep here? Okay, then this is crazy, bro.
Wow, you know, looks pretty bad, guys. How could
You
Kai
don't
do
know how
this?
it's
So while
going.
watching that, I thought it was a bit weird that the guy who was supposedly searching for the updates on Kai Cenat's school did not actually mention Kai or anything to do with Kai at all. So I actually went and searched for the clip myself, and I found it on Twitter. So here we have the original tweet by this account called KickChamp, and it says, most reliable news source. Okay, that's got to be meme or something. A YouTuber checked on the school Kai Cenat promised to rebuild, only to find no progress as it struggles to pay expenses and faces shutdown. So 89K likes here.
Bro,
And if you notice,
sometimes
there's
that
this
just
thing
be
at the bottom which shows where the
clickbait,
original
bro. The
clip is from, and if you
captions
click
be
that, basically
straight
it's another Clipper account which
clickbait,
show
bro.
a similar caption here. Despite Kai Cenat being called out for not donating Mr. Beast's Team Water, a YouTuber went to check back on the school Kai Cenat had visited and promised to rebuild, but found that no progress has been made as the school is still struggling
And
to keep up
people
with the
just
expenses
run
and is
with it.
facing threats of a shutdown. Wow. Community note added, this video has nothing to do with Kai Cenat. It's just a YouTuber documenting how people live in Nigeria. Nothing to do with actually exploring if Kai Cenat is, you know, keeping up to his promises about charity. So in a matter of about 2 minutes, we have realized that the person making this video has not done the slightest bit of research there to actually check if this is a legitimate thing. Now, there's a difference between speculation and asking for receipts for someone you might have donated money for. Suppose you donated money to Kai Cenat's charity. You have every right to ask him, you know, as months pass by, ask him, okay, well, I need some updates on what's happening because I donated for you to build this school, right?
Exactly,
But it's a
yeah.
completely different thing to actually declare something is happening that is completely false, that some guy went to check when that's not what he did, and he found that the schools weren't there, which is not what happened. If you say, hey, there's been no updates on this, what's going on, or people would love some updates because they sent their money here, that's completely different from, here's 100% proof that he actually lied about this.
Yeah,
For example, with the
facts.
Mr. Beast Wells thing, nobody ever said
Facts.
that
That's
he
what I'm
100%
saying.
definitely
Like,
didn't
did
build
he
the wells,
ask
or he definitely
any
didn't
school
maintain
like, yo, is Kai Cenat doing da? What is going on in the backs? Because he didn't provide no receipts neither. Like, oh, he didn't. He just showed like, oh, a poor area. Like, I game. You know what I'm saying? Like, That doesn't mean he didn't
ask for updates, which is a perfectly valid thing to do.
develop. You know what I'm saying?
It's completely different from this bullshit where you're inventing a story, pretending somebody actually specifically went there for the purpose to actually check if this school was built and found that absolutely nothing was there. Like, that is just a completely invented narrative. And I'm sure you guys have seen a bunch of these channels sort of running around where the script is so fucking blatantly AI because no human actually talks like that. And there's a bunch of these channels just trying to mass produce this content and sort of get in the algorithm. Now, a little bit of background lore, not this channel specifically, but a similar channel actually did reach out to me and they showed me their like AI voice software. So basically, some of them use their real voice and some of them use their real voice, but in an AI form that is so good that you can't even tell that it's AI. It's like one of those sites that sort of replicates your voice pretty perfectly. You just have to give it a couple statements or whatever. And yeah, it's pretty scary. Like, this is the point we're getting to. Anyways, this KickChamp account actually responded again and decided to double down and lie again. Context for community notes. This clip is directly tied to Kai Cenat's visit to Makoko, where he said, whatever they're telling me you guys need, we're gonna make sure you guys have it. When I leave, I'd like to stay in contact, so next time I come here, it's a whole different place. This YouTuber visited Makoko and posted this video 1 month ago showing that little to no progress has been made. Yeah, so first off, you are completely lying here. Way to change the context here. First, you said a YouTuber check, like they specifically went there for the purpose to check here. Then you're saying they just visited. First off, you can't build a school in a fucking month, by the way. That's just
exactly
just
like
I suppose.
how you know
Also,
the progress is not, you know what I'm saying?
Surely you would want to, you know, take it down, issue some correction or something like that. Nah, you just want to double down here. It's crazy. And we got these replies. Bro really scammed his fans and multiple celebrities. Cloud is a hell of a drug. Bro's more than enough to give and still want everything for himself. And then we just got straight up racism. Blacks never get. Okay, what the
I
fuck is
agree
that,
with
then?
the Jinxie thing
Young
though,
Don
but
talked about the situation and he talked about Kai actually giving some updates as well.
We had the structure update, all right?
this is just reaching. They just trying to see, like, you know.
Yeah, you can see a lot here. Look at this. They got fucking solar panels on that shit.
Exactly,
You think they had
bro.
solar panels before Kai Cenat got involved?
Exactly,
These people are
bro.
literally swimming in what is the equivalent of sewage water. That's how they're getting around. You think they had solar panels as well? Come on. No.
However,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
First
do
check
you
kayak
know? Do you know like what's going on in the backs? Like, bro, imagine like behind the scenes, right? They having convos. They having like, yo, this is the idea I want to have. Like, da da da. And now Kai is like, yo, I want this to happen. And they like, oh, we need more time for that to, you know what I'm saying, bro? You don't know, bro. And plus, for what I know, is his Brad, right? Like, he's the one that's doing the donations and building the school and whatever, right? Why is y'all watching another man's pocket, gang? If y'all ain't even contributing for it, bro. You feel me? Y'all give me chat. Where am I bugging though? I don't know, man. I'm bugging.
Narrative that Kai Cenat has done nothing in regards to
The
building
Jinxie
a
thing,
school
I
in
know.
Nigeria.
You feel me?
Even
That
after
was
a lot of progress
just
they
like
made.
I don't think he did it because he felt bad. I think he did it because the chat was like Al Kai out, you know what I'm saying? So he wanted to, oh yeah, let me see what's the word with Jinxie. But he just straight walked out, bro. This though is just like Aiden Ross trying to throw him in there and force him to come on, bro.
Was destroyed in a storm. They have continued to build, and what
Yeah, you
have
gotta
to look
think
at is
about
a lot. A lot
natural
has been
causes,
done. Clearly,
bro. Come on,
hundreds of
bro.
thousands of dollars has already been spent. And let's not forget that this is being done completely by Kai Cenat, right? So let's keep that in mind. It costs a lot of money to this kind of
Y'all
construction.
not
to build
even
buildings.
throwing no
I mean,
bread
hundreds of
on it,
thousands of
bro,
dollars
so.
for labor and material.
Streamer beef actually goes and if they would actually resort to something this petty. As for the Twitter accounts, there's so many of them. Yes, some of the streamers do hire them. I don't know which one specifically. There's no way for me to know. I highly doubt he has any relation to the random ass
No,
AI
we're gonna
YouTube
skim
channel
through
there.
it, though.
That would be
This
very
is like
surprising.
30
But yeah, in general, I think it's important to
30
not present
minutes,
stuff as 100% confirmed, even if you hate the guy. If you notice in all of my videos ever, even when I absolutely dislike the person to hell, I've never once presented false info as true. And I always make sure to inform you guys that, hey, these are the facts we have at the moment. This can, you know, be debunked by the person who comes out in response to these accusations.
you
So it
gotta
turns out
have
Kai actually
facts.
showed the whole timeline for the project as well, right? And he was sharing that on stream. And for some reason, people expected the school to be built like instantly for some reason, which is not how it works, obviously.
5,000 to the 4 stage, 2 land selected, purchase 800,000 permits and pre-construction 75,000. Construction is $1 million to 1.5 million.
Okay, and see, here we got a full outline. So the build timeline and cost, we have already been told right here that you should expect 9 months to a year. Now, I think that is actually incredibly optimistic. With 9 months to a year, I think it's probably going to take a lot longer than that, probably at least 2 years. But to come at Kai Cenat in any time less than April of 2026, because that would have been 1 year after this video dropped, to come at Kai Cenat in any time frame less than that is insane, dude.
It's crazy. Like,
Let a year pass by, and then we get to see where things are at. And if things look more or less the same, then we can start throwing the Dr. Umar accusation.
Okay, I don't entirely agree with that. I think you are perfectly entitled to call him out on updates and ask for progress photos. That is completely fair. Nobody's going to wait an entire year for an update, right? If you donated money to have the school being built, you're perfectly entitled to say,
oh,
hey,
nah, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. If you contributed, cool. if it's just his bread though, like
an update at least monthly or
You don't
every couple
gotta-
months or something to make sure at least something is happening, right? Otherwise,
Yeah, I
the
know,
entire
I
year
know, I
can
know.
pass, and then you realize that they haven't even started, right? That would be a bad thing, obviously. So it's completely fair to actually ask. But to straight up lie like this in like a video which is about to get like, you know, so many views like this, that is kind of messed up, right? This isn't something you're saying might be possible. This is something you're saying like actually happened. Bro, in building those schools, this is the problem with these videos, man. Damn. I feel bad for the people in Nigeria. Is this a real account, by the way? What the fuck is this? And Kai is promising that he will make schools and he does not. Is this a 5-year-old? Who is this?
Does not.
But anyways, after this, people called out Kai Cenat for not donating to Team Water. And Team Water is Mr. Beast's charity. Basically, Mr. Beast got on stream with Aiden Ross.
That's
Rex,
another thing,
XQC,
like-
Jinxie, huge streamers here. And they were just calling every random creator and streamer trying to get them to donate. And it was kind of weird. They're putting people on the spot or whatever. They just sort of expect them to donate because they're very rich or whatever. But nobody is really obligated to, right? And Kai wasn't actually
Exactly,
there.
bro.
And he didn't even promise anything, but he's still being called out.
Kai Cenat will drop $200,000 on jewelry without blinking. But when it comes to donating to African kids dying from preventable diseases through Mr. Beast Team Water charity, suddenly it's crickets. He's out here showing off
You see how they
$200,000
make
worth of
it?
stream-
You see the narrative they throw though, like how they, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to make that, bro.
Hashtag Team Water.
Okay, now I'm getting the Aiden Ross propaganda accusations. What the fuck was that? Listen, you cannot like Kai Cenat, but to pretend Aiden Ross is the angel of humanity, you gotta be like a
It's
2-year-old or
crazy.
some shit.
Kai
Yeah.
Cenat turned what should have been life-changing help into a convenient way to write off taxes. It's the oldest trick in the book. Make it look like you care, enjoy the PR boost, and let the real impact quietly fade away. When it's millions on fireworks, he's ready to spend. But when it's a chance to help poor people who actually need it, suddenly there's nothing.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of this sort of pocket watching. Nobody is obligated to
crazy.
donate to anything. It's like a kind gesture.
Well,
if they do.
yeah,
The guy's
bro.
spending millions on a school and shit.
The
but you
question
shouldn't be
is though, why he gotta help? I'm gonna watch the whole video by my dolly though. Y'all make sure y'all watch the whole video too. More Pegasus? Oh, Pegasus. Bro, the Beyblade? Damn, Pegasus, bro, it's crazy, bro. Nostalgia right now. That's crazy. But I'm gonna watch the video though. Matter of fact, let me subscribe. I ain't even subscribed. Cause I be watching it on my timing. But yeah, I see the title, everything. Like, y'all go watch the video. I'm gonna watch it by my dolly because I don't want the video to be too long. But yeah, man, like the Kai Cenat is that, bro. You ain't stop forcing people to do stuff, bro. Like, the question is, when he was coming up, who was donating to him and helping him and this and that? You feel me? Nobody. He did that by himself. So if he want to contribute and help people, it's up to him. You feel me? It's up to him, bro. It's not like those people did him a favor and now he owns them or something. Like, you know, it's completely optional, man. You choose what you wanna donate and, you know what I mean? But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Grau, grau.